Hey, you guys, it's Brandy Chanel. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to your Porsha'S Family Matters Season 1, Episode 2 review. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, y'all. So listen now. Listen. So I got my first episode out the way. So we back for episode 2. We're debunking more lies. Okay. We is getting into this thing, honey. So Portia meets up with her sister Lauren. Lauren says that she spoke with Dennis and said that he can bring a date to the cookout. Portia states that she doesn't want another woman at the dinner table with her man. Which man is that, Portia? Which man is that? I mean, ma'am, which man is that? Okay, because is that Dennis or is that Simon? Because they're two different people. Okay, if you know what, Portia, if you still is out here in your mind thinking that Dennis is still your man, you should not be engaged to Simon, honey. I don't know what's going on with you, boo, but that didn't sound right. Okay. I still think that Portia still got some feelings for Dennis and it's past just co-parenting, bitch. We can see it through the screen. Stop playing with me. Lauren says that Portia is being selfish. Lauren suggests a family retreat, and I completely agree with Lauren. I also agree with Lauren when she says that Portia has a bunch of yes men around her, and to include her mom, because there's no way in the world that if that was my daughter that I would be okay with you getting engaged to a man that you just known for a month. You a grown ass woman, you can do whatever you want to do, but don't bring that motherfucker around my house until you get to know him better. Okay? And then you're just blending this family together, but yet your baby daddy can't bring a date. Like, come on now. This is not making no sense. Okay. So they discussed the relationship between Lauren and her on again, off again boyfriend, Nate. Okay, so Nate is Lauren's ex boyfriend. He does not like Simon, and he doesn't like Simon because of the things that he's done on social media. And I think at one point, Lauren was going to go see him and he got an attitude about it and he started yelling and cussing at her. Now, Lauren, baby, you did the right thing, okay, by breaking up with him. And I mean, I I, I can understand somebody not wanting to fuck with Dennis, not Dennis, Simon. Somebody not wanting to fuck with Simon because of some of the shit that he does on social media, right? Like I can understand that. Okay, a lot of men don't do that. A lot of men don't just be, well, these days is different, but the men that I grew up around, that they don't do a whole lot of clout chasing on social media. And Simon, that's what Simon has been doing. So I can understand a man not really liking Simon because of some of the shit that he does on social media. He's an attention whore, right? But to get mad at Lauren for seeing her future brother-in-law, no matter how fucked up the situation is, she can't control what her sister do. That is her. That is his her future brother-in-law. So she was meeting up with him. Like, what you think was gonna happen when they meet up? Like, that's her brother-in-law. Like, what are we doing? So, good riddance. You did the right thing, Lauren, baby. Don't cry. Dennis and his mom Gina are taking Pilar to the toy store. They discuss the comment that Dennis left on Portia's picture. When the producers asked him, did he think that was a good idea? He said he was trolling. When Gina asks Simon, is Portia still in love with him? And, what did he reply? He says, I can't remember what he replied, but at some point, he mentions the fact that he can't bring no work to Portia's little barbecue or whatever the case. Nigga, work? What? What is work? Is that what how you refer to women, as work? Get the fuck out of here. And then his mom did something like, Miss Gina, we gonna get into your ass later on because you was foul. You were so foul during this episode. Like, we gonna get into it. I don't care what y'all say. I don't give a fuck if that's her son or not. Okay, I don't care, and we're gonna get into it. Okay. Um, Simon says it's always been tension between Portia and his mom. Um, Listen, when Pilar started crying and she was like, "Give it to me," I was like, "Oh Lord, this child spoiled. This child is so spoiled, honey." That man almost spent $500 on some damn toys. I mean, I guess if he got it, girl. So we're at Portia's barbecue. Simon walks in with his denim jacket on. Simon had on the early 2000s denim patches jacket. I was like, what is this, honey? Like, what is this? Child. When Simon walks in, he starts introducing himself to her family. Mind you, Portia just now getting to know Simon, okay? Now he's been thrown into a situation where he's now having to meet her family members, her aunts, her cousins, and things of that nature. And really he's introducing himself. Everyone kind of like, who this? Who this? This is a very awkward moment. So Lauren and Portia is upstairs. Lauren gives Portia with a certificate to her spiritual counselor. I thought that was an appropriate gift. I don't know about you, but she needs some spiritual healing. Okay, she needs some spiritual healing. Portia's aunt Esther asks Simon, is he going to keep Portia as his wife because them Nigerian men like to change our wives? I wasn't mad at that question. Listen, not to be xenophobic or anything like that, but I do hear that, African men, they like to change out wives and things of that nature in their country. Is not uncommon for them to have several wives. So I wasn't mad at that question, Aunt Esther. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, so Lauren and her cousin talk, and she lets the cousin know that she told Dennis to come with the date. Her cousin says that's messy. I said, no, I didn't feel like it was messy. Like, I don't understand what's the big deal if he comes with a date or not. Y'all are not together, okay? And I don't want to hear this co-parenting bullshit. I don't want to bring no woman or no work or whatever around my daughter that's not really somebody that you're with. I don't want no woman coming in and out of my child's life. Well, bitch, you have a man coming in and out of your daughter's life. You have Dennis, now you got Simon. And I don't care if her and Simon is engaged or not. They've only known each other for 2 seconds, and now all of a sudden they about to get married. Girl, bye. Stop out of here. Who are you to judge? Girl, bye. Okay, so Portia's Aunt Darlene asked Simon about himself. Miss Diane had asked him what is so different about Portia. Portia then tells her family that she is Simon's fourth wife. Listen, I could never bring a man to my family gatherings who's been married 3 other times. No, not married 3 other times. He's currently still married to his third wife, right? So, I mean, and the look on their face, I think one aunt was like, you changing them out like you're changing water. Like, that's what we're thinking, auntie. That's what we're thinking. Like, child, please. Simon says that he is a rescuer. Basically, he rescued all his wives. Bitch, please. No. You view yourself as a rescuer because you would not be able to get any of the women that you've had in. Well, I don't know what his other wives look like. I only know what Fallon looked like. And let's be clear, had Simon not have the money that he has and the access that he has and the reputation that he has, he would not be able to pull a Fallon nor a Portia. Okay? And the same goes for Dennis. Let's be clear. They are moved by the money. Okay, and I'm really not mad at it, but we're not finna sit up here and y'all not finna play in my face and act like these two are so in love. Okay, you're not going to get me You're not gonna convince me that Porsha is in love with this man who looks like Florida Evans from Good Times. You're not gonna convince me of that. Everything seems so forced. I love you. Hey, boo. Hey, I'm about to show you what this dress do. You're not about to convince me that she finds this man attractive. Not at all. I'm not buying it. I don't care what none of y'all say. I don't care what Porsha say. I'm just not buying it. All right, so Dennis walks in with his mom. He did not bring a date. Instead, he brought his mom and Pilar. He said that Pilar will always be his first choice. The whole family is asking Simon questions, and Dennis is just off to the side being very quiet. Something happens. Don't know what. Okay. Miss Diane starts crying and says these are happy tears. Everyone starts crying. The aunt starts crying. Miss Gina starts. I'm like, what are we crying about? This was so like, I'm confused. What happened? And I had to rewind it because I'm like, did I miss something? What happened? Like, what the fuck happened? What are y'all crying about? The fact that Porsha is his fourth wife? I mean, the fact that he's still married? Is that what y'all crying about? Are y'all crying that this woman who's about to marry a man who's already married has a child with another man that's sitting on the side that has her name tattooed on him along with other females' names, right? And your niece and your daughter got Dennis on one side and Simon on the other side on the back of her neck. Is that what y'all crying about? Okay, I was just checking because I was thoroughly confused, right? So Portia's grandmother makes a comment to Gina about Dennis liking women. She said that her son was also a ladies' man. And Gina gets very defensive, right? Okay, and I think it was Dennis who made the speech to diffuse the situation. Okay, so listen, I get that, Gina is Dennis's mother, right? And she felt like she had to defend her son. I get that all day. And then it's not like who Porsha is sitting next to. It's not like he's any better. But we're not going to act like Dennis is some innocent little lamb in this situation. We're not going to. Okay? We're not going to. Okay? Ma'am, your son is a ladies' man. He's a player. He's out in the streets. He's for the streets. That is what he is, okay? And I don't understand this excuse. Well, a man is going to be a man that all men love the ladies. You can love the ladies, but are you going to commit to them? Better yet, are you going to commit to them before making them a baby mama? Are you going to commit to them before tattooing their names on your bad built body ass? Are you going to commit to them? So I get that was her son. I get all of that, but no, we need to hold these men accountable. Okay, that's what we need to do. She was giving me very much so Martell Mama vibe, and I can't think of her name right now. I think it's Marvetta. What's her lady name? It don't matter. Yeah, that's the vibe she was giving me, and I said this on Jamie's live earlier. I was on her live watching, and she gives me that these women want to take up for their sons, and oh, he's a good man, and all men love the ladies, and all this, that, and the third, yet they can't do right by the women that they're with. Okay? Dennis ain't shit. Okay? Dennis ain't shit. Okay, we're not gonna sit up here. I understand you feeling some type of way, but he ain't shit. Let's keep it real. Porsha ain't shit too. So yeah, I get it. Simon ain't shit either. But Dennis, your son, he ain't shit. He ain't no good. Okay, so Porsha meets up with Dennis. Porsha is meeting up with Dennis. She's trying to look for something to wear. It felt like a date. Because to me, I mean, I'm meeting up with my baby daddy to talk about my child. I'm not finna be wearing, I'm not going to be stressing over what it is I'm going to be wearing. I just felt like that was stupid. She meets him there. She wants him to pull out the chair. He ain't pull out the goddamn chair. And I'm like, yeah, you're a gentleman. That's what you're supposed to be doing. But I kind of understand why he didn't want to either. I ain't your nigga no more. Like the fuck, pull out your own damn shit. Where's Simon at? But anyway, they didn't even get to Pilar. Like they didn't even talk about Pilar. Okay, they talk about all the shit that went down in their relationship. Dennis says he supports her publicly, but privately he don't support it. Okay, and I understand that. I mean, they didn't say anything about Pilar. Okay, why are we still having discussions about the timeline of when y'all broke up? Because let him tell her they was broke up in January. She says they was broke up in December. She told him to bring the ring on Christmas and that we will fight for the relationship. He said he forgot it, and she said that was that. Girl, that to me, that's dumb to me. Why are you basing it off of him bringing a ring on a holiday instead of how this man is going to treat you moving forward in the relationship? Like that was stupid to me. You set yourself up for that one. But I'm wondering, he's saying they broke up in January. She's saying they broke up in December. I'm wondering, so y'all may have broke up in December. Was y'all still fucking in January? Okay. So they ain't talk about nothing having to do with damn Pilar. Um, this motherfucker asked for his Versace roll. Where it at? It was crazy. So they outside. He asking her where the hoopty at. She worried about who calling him or with some naked pictures. You know, I'm like, this is stupid. Y'all, they have more chemistry than Porsha and Simon. The two motherfuckers that's supposed to be in the cupcake phase. The two motherfuckers that's supposed to be getting married, they got more chemistry than Simon and Porsha. And it's obvious to see that they still like each other. She go in the car and she calls Simon and tells Simon, you know, she wasn't ready for Dennis to bring another woman around. I'm like, duh. We all can see that, bitch. So my whole thing is, if you're not ready for that, what makes you think he's ready to see you with Simon? Like, come on, girl. Like, I'm not finna play. I ain't finna play with y'all. Lauren meets up with her spiritual advisor, and like I said, they're planning a spiritual retreat. So Aunt Liz comes in along with Porsha and her cousin Stormy. Aunt Liz looks very familiar. I was reading some of the comments on the Peach Daily Report, and they said she's an actress that played in that Medea movie. And I was like, yo, she looks freaking familiar. So I wonder if that's her real aunt. She said it was her aunt on Lauren's dad's side. So I'm gonna have to look her up. And I think someone also said she played on, what is that movie? What is that movie? A Time to Kill, where she was that lady yelling when the verdict was read or something like that. I'm gonna have to look that up. Man, when that spiritual advisor was doing the blessing or whatever she was doing, and that lady got to singing, I hollered. I hollered. She said, "Oh, I love the Lord." Like, it was crazy. I thought that was so funny. That was hilarious. All right, baby. So Gina and Porsha meet up for lunch. Okay, they start talking about Porsha's grandmother and saying that Dennis is a playboy. Porsha said the situation was embarrassing. And then Gina says that there were some situations that could have been embarrassing for him as well. And Gina also says what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Listen, she mentions Porsha cheating, possibly cheating. She don't know for sure. Sometime. Okay, sometime, I want to say last year, and I don't know. All I know is the time she talking about was after, okay, Dennis cheated on her when she was pregnant and when she was going through postpartum. That's what I know, okay? Now, I don't know if Miss Diane, actually told her that or not. I think Miss Diane probably I don't know. I really don't know. And my whole thing is, I'm kind of like, even though Porsha ain't shit and this whole situation with her and Simon ain't shit, I'm not going to sit up here and excuse Dennis, okay? And it's mamas like Dennis' mom and Martell's mom is the reason why we have a bunch of Simons, Dennis's, Futures, Nick Cannons, Tristan Thompsons. They're the reason, part of the reason why these men continue to do what they continue to do is fuck over and create single parent homes, okay, and disrespect women because they mamas part of the reason. This is part of the reason, not the entire reason. They mamas don't want to hold their asses accountable, okay? Miss Gina, Mama G, okay, your son ain't shit and he ain't never gonna be shit, okay? He ain't shit, okay? He has a pathology of being an ain't shit nigga, okay? And it started with your ass because you was the one who raised him. So even if Porsha, even if Porsha did cheat at one point, it was after she had been cheated on multiple times by your son. Okay, so it's not what's good for the goose is good for the gander. That can be applied to Portia and how she, responded to him cheating, but that's not what's good for him because he's been cheating. I remember when Portia first introduced um Dennis to the show, there was already rumors. I think it was Candy who brought up of him having different women's name tattooed on him. And he messing with this woman, messing with that woman. Like there was already stuff out there about him. So we're not gonna sit up here and act like, what he was doing was in response to what Portia was doing. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. I can't stand Portia. I think Portia is a lying, dirty whore. Okay. I think she don't need to be messing around with that lady husband. I think Simon is trifling as I don't know what. But baby, so is your son. Okay. Yes, Simon is no better, but your son ain't shit, and that's all, and that's just what it is. Okay. So move away with me with this. Move away from me with this, baby. All right, y'all. So that was about the end of the episode. I think she invited her to the retreat. They talked about her, you know, talking to her grandmother or whatever the case may be. And then at some point, Portia had said, I was going off on a tangent and forgot the rest of the conversation. But Portia at one point said, we're having one big ass miscommunication. And then Gina says, don't use that language with me. Bitch, you are not my mother, okay? I am a grown ass woman. I understand you were elder, but I'm a grown ass woman and I will talk how I want to talk. And then Portia was like, you've cussed in front of me. I've never used that language. I bet you have. Okay, stop playing. Okay, so don't do that. But she ended up inviting her to the retreat. And that was the end of that. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this week's episode of Portia's Family Matters. Are you guys liking the show? Are y'all tuning in? Like, tell me how you guys are feeling about it, okay? Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, toodles.